Welcome to the presentation of the module Interacting Through Digital Technologies, which is part of the Communication and Collaboration competence area. Here you will find the contents for this module. We will begin with an introduction and address the learning objectives of this module. Then we will talk about the competence of interacting through digital technologies. Afterwards, we will see some great digital tools which will be of great help to you. Has the shift from the traditional class to the online or hybrid changed the way that you communicate with your students? When you receive an instant message, for example, do you feel a bit differently as opposed to receiving, say, a formal email? Online classes have become a common practice. Students communicate using diverse technologies and platforms. Different digital tools are better for different purposes. Conventional teaching means rarely address any digital tools for communication. Use digital tools to optimize interactions depending on their type. The choice of tools is based on the communication and collaboration competence area of the Digital Competence Framework. Here you will find the learning objectives of this module. You will be able to understand the importance of email, internet search, and digital documents, and use digital tools for everyday tasks in different platforms. You will also be able to interact and communicate with different audiences using adequate digital tools and devices, and you will be able to distinguish between instant messages, chat platforms, social media platforms, and email. What do we mean when we say that the competence of interacting through digital technologies belongs to the competence area of communication collaboration? This competence area is about transferring knowledge from the teachers and the peers to the students and making sure that everybody helps with the processes of online collaboration while developing social skills and understanding what's the best way to deliver a message. You can improve the quality of interactions through digital technologies by teaching students how to use digital tools to communicate adequately and appropriately, and highlighting the subtle differences in the tone of communication across different digital platforms. Proficiency in interacting through digital technologies is measured by the suitability of digital tools depending on the context of communication and the ability to convert a message from one medium to another. Let's imagine that you have prepared a beautiful text, formal, full of meaning and essence, and send it as a letter in a beautiful folder. Would it be the same if instead you wrote everything on a bunch of sticky notes? If you did so, it would probably not be taken seriously. At the same time, if you want to communicate fast in your office with a colleague, for example, and you pass him a sticky note, that's entirely acceptable, as there is an abundance of sticky notes in offices. But if you pass them a formal letter about your lunch in the fridge, it will be considered humor again. It's about context. In the same manner, students should understand how they use digital tools. For this module, we chose two digital tools, WhatsApp and Discord, both instant messaging apps, but with slightly different orientations. It is exactly the small differences that, when magnified, can teach those digital social cues. Let's begin with WhatsApp, a more casual and consumer-oriented option. WhatsApp is an easy-to-use instant messaging application, and educators can use it to communicate with groups of students as well as individually. In fact, it is very efficient as you can create communities for announcements, events, and activities. To navigate to the official website of WhatsApp, you can click on the link here. You will first have to download WhatsApp and get started with it by inputting your phone number and confirming that you are the user of that number. WhatsApp's primary function is the chat, as opposed to the email, which can be regarded as a counterpart of letters. They are more official, they carry a signature which inspires authority, and they usually work as a written but not legal confirmation of an agreement or a deal. You can share files through WhatsApp, such as docs, PDFs, images, and links, and it cannot be stressed enough how useful link sharing is on WhatsApp, because you can actually search for all the links in one place, as demonstrated here when you click on the profile of the receiver or the group chat. It's a lifesaver. You can also create group chats. Now, group chats have some similarities to forums, but forums are more static. In fact, you would expect to get a well-constructed reply days after the submission of your query. On WhatsApp and any instant messaging application, on the other hand, you would expect to get a reply within 5 minutes sometimes. For some very interesting resources, check the links here and here. Moreover, you can create communities as well. With the communities option, you can organize and bring related groups together under one umbrella. It's an easy way to share updates, and you can view the profiles of the students connected to your community. For more useful resources, check the links here and here. Does WhatsApp have a premium plan? Not really. WhatsApp is free to use. Now, let's move on to the second tool, Discord. Discord is great at hosting servers for your students to join. You can have private chat rooms as well, with just teachers or just students. It lets you customize it on many different levels, including functions such as setting timers, which are perfect for group sessions, for example. It is also very easy to use for group video and voice calls, as well as for screen sharing while drawing on your whiteboard. To access the official website of Discord, press on the link here. When you log in, a prompt will appear for you to create your first server. Make sure you fill in the forms properly and customize it with an image for everyone to understand what this is about instantly. Once you do, your server will be ready to use with text channels for chatting and voice channels for talking about your topics of preference. Make sure you write an introduction to at least the main channels and feel free to create your own channel as well, either private or public. Now you're all set up and ready to go. Start inviting students and colleagues. You can pause this video, go to your presentation, and check some great resources here and here. When you are into the voice channels, your microphone is instantly turned on and you can join the conversation. You can open your camera as well if you wish. On the toolbar, you can see options to invite more people, you can play games and watch YouTube videos together, as well as share your screen or react with emojis next to the microphone and camera options. So, as you can see, Discord is built more like a forum, because it promotes the logic of multiple subsections as a part of its identity. Yet, it's highly interactive and fast-paced, which is why many forum-based communities actually have a Discord server as well. Now, let's think from the educator's point of view. Would you prefer to receive a traditional assignment on Discord or email? Try to communicate your view on these small differences and see if your students understand them. It will be very beneficial to them. When should you upgrade Discord? You should upgrade when you need to upload bigger files. You should also upgrade when you need custom server profiles for your class. And you should upgrade to be able to write more than 4,000 words in a single message, if that's helpful. You can pause, go to your presentation, and see the following slides for the premium plans. Hopefully you can use these digital tools to make good news sound like best news. Thank you so much for your attention.